This is Marilyn Mosby. I want Marilyn Mosby criminally charged and disbarred for abuses of power of her office. The abuses of prosecutorial discretion. She has knowledge of corruption in the Baltimore City and Baltimore County courts, mainly the office of Scott Schellenberger. She has evidence and knowledge since 2014. Marilyn Mosby, her husband, Nick Mosby, Kevin Bilal, John Cardens, Brian Frost, Tessa Hilton from the NAACP, Brian Baif. All right. I gave her this information in 2014 when we was running for office. I was running as a black Republican against Boyd Rutherford. All right. Now, anything that I say, you can find it on court record and the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice has this as a case file since 2000 and had it for a while. It's about mass incarceration in the prison industry. It's about zero tolerance and stop and frisk. It's about the war on drugs. It's directly about the war on drugs. Now I'm up here at Starbucks. And we're going to do this in a public space because when I did this last time, y'all locked me up and charged me with terrorism. So I'm going to do it in a different way. Last time I did this, I put a toilet in front of the Towson courthouse and I was exposing the racism in the courts. Right there. You feel me? I was asking for Martin Luther King's job. So it's taken me a long, long time to get here, but Johnny Oleski asked for the Department of Justice to investigate my case, my illegal incarceration. I was making a movie and a documentary about race and racism in the courts. And I was using Starbucks, one cup at a time. See the date? See the information? Dear Assistant Attorney General, all right? This is about the property that you took from me in 2011. And that property from 2011 was from about 2007. It was about mass incarceration in your prison industry. The contents, the entire contents of the defendant's truck. I had movie releases in there. I had contracts. I had business proposals. I had civil lawsuits in there. And it was about this. That's Patrick Fitzgerald of the Department of Justice in Illinois. Yes, it's me again. I had given your name and address to the other inmates in the jail to get help, to bring attention to the numerous civil and constitutional violations. Look up the conviction rate in Lake County. All right? These are the inmates. All right? I was insured when I went to Illinois. I was insured when I did all this. And you don't want to pay off your insurance claim. Governor O'Malley had this. This was about y'all. The DVD was about the prison industry and mass incarceration. Governor O'Malley had this, and they refused to turn it over. Doug Gansler had this and refused to turn it over. It says right here, Department of Justice, Civil Rights Division, Criminal Division. I asked for a federal and state audit of Marilyn Mosby's office. I asked for a federal and state audit. And that's Marilyn Mosby. I want Marilyn Mosby disbarred for abusing the powers of her office, for shielding the corruption and the racism in the courts in Baltimore City and Baltimore County. She's been knowing about this since 2014. That's Marilyn Mosby. That's certified mail, which she refuses to answer. She's in the SunTrust Bank, and I can't go talk to her. So wherever I see you at, wherever I see you at is where I'm going to treat you at. Freedom Summer. I want my freedom. I want my justice. I want justice for Keith Davis. I want justice for Tyrone West. I want justice for us. And it ain't going to just be us. I want you disbarred and criminally charged. And this is the paperwork to do it. That's the Department of Justice. They had this since 2000 what? So we want you investigated. I want you criminally charged and disbarred. I want you criminally charged and disbarred. I want you to turn over the evidence against Scott Schellenberger and the Democratic Party. Y'all getting ready to investigate Congressman Cummings' wife? I told y'all about Congressman Cummings. I told you about Sarbanes. I told you about Dutch, Senator Kelly. I told you about Pugh. It's all in my paperwork, and it's on court record. The art of protest, the art of justice, and it ain't gonna be just us. I got my paperwork in order, and it ain't just paperwork. Those are the criminal charges. And the state of Maryland refuses to give me due process and equal protection. The state of Maryland give me due process and equal protection. So I'm putting it in a big show. All right? A big show. Art and activism. I'm showing the truth behind the toilet versus the lies you told. And we're going to share this in Starbucks. Watch me. The big show. Go to the big show and look at my art exhibit. You'll see my exhibit. Look at the exhibit and see the truth versus the lies. I'm creative. I'm artistic. And I'm going to finish what I started. I'm going to finish this in a court of law. What kind of dog is this? A what? A golden doodle? What is tell me about the dog. Cause you gotta love it to have it.
I know. His name's Dewey.
Hey Doobie. Doobie?
Dewey.
Dewey, not Doobie. Okay. Not Doobie.
Sometimes he's a Dewey.
Alright.
He was supposed to be 50 pounds and he's 90.
He's 90 pounds? What is he famous for? What does he do?
Lay around.
Is he a herding dog or?
Well, he's mixed with poodles, so they're really smart.
Smart?
Yeah.
So it's more of a, what you would call it, aristocratic dog. And for aristocrats?
I don't know. He's not chasing any, like, rabbits or anything like that.
Let me give you an art thing. I'm an artist.
No, that's okay.
All right, thank you. Have a good day. The art of conversation. I'm going to be passing these out. And if you go to the big show, like I said, I won't be hard to find. You go to the big show, it shows the truth. You go to the big show, I'm going to be passing these out all over Baltimore. It's Artscape weekend. Art and activism. The perfect time for me to do what I do. It's a time to pee. It's better to be pissed off than pissed on. You don't get as wet. I'm doing what Martin Luther King taught me. I'm fighting for my freedom. I'm fighting for keep.